Hello, bookworms and foodies. If you're surprised to see me here today with a book review, please don't be. I did mention last week that I am going to be doing something different this week. I have a surprise waiting for you, and the first surprise that you probably haven't noticed yet is that I have changed the name of the channel to Books and Bites, which means that I have combined the two passions of my life, books and food. And what I am expecting myself to do is that every Saturday I will come up with a book review, a book that I've read in that week, and the next Sunday or the following Sunday I will be exploring a place to eat based on that book. So it could be something that the characters have had characters are having. It could be a native dish of the place where the story is set of the book that I've just finished reading. So it could be a bunch of things, it could be a lot of things. Basically, my books are recommending what I should be eating, and I'm going to be taking you on those journeys, so stay tuned. This week, I have read a book called Disgrace. It is set in South Africa. South Africa, yes. I think one of the first books that I've read that is based in South Africa, except for there was one where the character did go for a short while to South Africa, but this is all set in South Africa. So my first book there, and it is an introduction to the culture there. So it is a story about a professor who is teaching in the city and has an affair with a student, which results in his suspension. More like he's fired from his position. And because he has nothing else to do and he's pretty disgraced within the city, he decides to go and live with his daughter for a short while, who is somewhere in the suburbs. And she is actually farming there. So it is something totally different from what he is used to. But when he arrives there, he witnesses an incident that changes his daughter, and how he's trying to support his daughter through that event, and also finding meaning in his life, trying to find meaning in his life, and realizing what the issue is and trying to figure out how he can resolve those problems. So it's a story about a father on his journey of exploring his relationship with his daughter as well as himself. I'd say it's an okay book to read. I wasn't very impressed with it because it did not connect with me too much, but generally it's a nice book. It's an okay read. So I would recommend you to read it if you want. Yeah, and it is a good introduction into the South African life, where you are introduced to the natives as well, and how they feel that the whites are actually or should be treated as second-class citizens of the country because it's actually their land. So it's a good contrast between the white and the black, and a good contrast between the city and the country, and the different mindsets that come from all these places. So okay book to read. It says it is a winner of the Nobel Prize, and I did not connect with it, so nothing wrong with the book then. It's probably just me. Anyways, you guys stick around. If you're new here, my name is Asma Siddiqui. I'm a voracious book reader and also a food fanatic, and very soon I am going to share the food stuff in this book with you, and I will take you places here in Karachi and see if we can find something similar to eat, food that the characters here have had. So I will see you tomorrow. Until then, you stick around.